Hello there! Okay everyone, this is my first YouTube video, so it's not going to be a lot of good editing or anything, but tips and tricks for beginners. So, when you come into the stratagems are over here. Out of all the first ones, people usually say that the machine gun is the best for beginners. I would recommend the anti-material rifle. That has this one carried me all the way up to until I got the autocannon. So I would recommend going with this one. At first you don't really need to worry about these, and these ones upgrade your ship modules, and you get more effective stratagems and stuff like resupply boxes, refill support weapons with the maximum amount of stuff, and etc. etc. And with war bonds that you get in missions, you're able to buy premium war bonds that have other stuff. Like, you can get more emos, weapons, armor, player cards, and in the newest one, you can get camos and stuff for your things. And over here is your weapon stuff. You can come over here and see what stuff you have done. You can see the boosters, and then you can change your body type and stuff, voice packs. Armory, you have your armor. You can customize like the cape and helmet to your liking, but armor has the stuff you need. The one I'm running is the DP-40 Hero of the Federation, which has a 50% chance to not die when taking lethal damage and prevents all damage from bleeding if chest hemorrhage is thing. And that's very useful. I've survived a lot longer than I feel like I should have because of this. Then other ones like extra armor rating, another one of the Democracy Protects engineering kit and stuff. You can pause to whenever I go over certain ones to see what they are and see if you want to keep your eye out for them. And for the weapon primary weapons, you'll first start off with the AR-23 Liberator. Really good weapon. Would recommend using it. Once you switch over to the Liberator Concussive, I would recommend, don't switch over. Don't use this one. The Liberator's better. This one's slower. And yeah. And this one, it's more of an SMG. And it's good. You can check it out if you want. Marksman rifle. You can use it if you want. Submachine guns, but I use the Breaker Incendiary. It's really good. Good against automatons and terminids. Then you got energy based. And then for the pistols, we have the Redeemer, Peacemaker, and Senator. I would recommend going with the Redeemer. It's like an SMG pistol. And then throwables. It's really up for your choice. I use a G16 Impact. Now, I will be heading over to Trivial. I am on suicide mission, for those who are wondering. And to show stuff. Okay, there's 21 hours. I'll do that later. We'll head over here.
Your righteous extermination, Helldiver.
And certain planets have effects that increase stamina, drain, speed, heat buildup in energy weapons, and deadly fire tornadoes. What I am going to do is
We near operational
terminate illegal broadcast.
FTL jump to the Hellmeyer system. FTL jump successful. Hellpods
And then that's pretty easy to do, and then you just hop into your hellpods. then you can choose wherever you want to drop. Drop here. And I will be using the same kind of stuff that you guys will be using, so orbital precision strike, and I will be using the material rifle just because, and you don't need to worry about the defensive, you won't have them yet. And then you do get the Eagle airstrike quite early if you go for it, and then to make it easier, I'm just going to equip that. Yeah, right. I'm gonna just equip this, just for it. It doesn't give much of a benefit other than being a jump pack. Not a jet pack. You just get a jump boost. It's quite useful. But since I'm just teaching you guys the beginnings, I don't really worry about the ultimate benefits. Later, once I go to the later game tips and tricks, I will be showing the build I use. So to terminate the illegal broadcast is quite easy. Oh, you get a flamethrower just for free, I guess, on this mission. You don't need to use it or anything. So, if you see these glowing lights shining up, go to them immediately. Like, unless you're getting surrounded by enemies. Because up here is going to be some useful stuff. You just, like, do this. What happens is you can get super credits, requisition slips, or hell medals. I mean, I forgot what they were called. Super credits are able to get the war bonds and stuff. You're able to buy them with real money, but it's not worth it. I'm hearing some terminates, so I don't know where they are. And I did see another glowing thing, so I will be heading over there. There. Usually at buildings there's another, like, supply crate underground that you have to blow open. And you will get question marks on your map. You should head over there because it might be like the glowing thing or friendship ball. If I find a friendship ball, I'll show that. I'm gonna have to show that in a later video. Oh, and get common samples. They're useful for later in the game. In the beginning, you won't be able to use them really. Requisition slips. You can just, like, buy armor and stuff. Well, no, you can't. You buy stratagems with it.
Found something.
Oh, here's a friendship vault. You need 2 people to open them. One of you both press it. The other person presses their side, giving you the access to the vault. It opens up and it can have weapons and hell bond medals, whatever they are. No other stuff. It's really useful to open them up,
Here.
especially early game. Oh, and here's a loot crate thing. You pull out your bomb, you blow it open. I always forget that there's usually explosive barrels on there. And in here, there's a anti-material rifle and then medals, war bond medals. You can use those to buy, not buy, use in the war bonds, like the battle pass kind of stuff, and unlocks. Okay, here's some terminids. What you can do is
Orbital strike incoming.
you don't really need to do this, and you can just blow it up. You can use a grenade or land on it. Those things you can just punch. These things are quite hard to have medium armor, I'm pretty sure. And they can call in bug breaches, which will come out, just bring out certain stuff.
For prosperity!
And for the weapons, for me it's the right joystick, R3. I don't know what it is for like Xbox and PC, but you press that and you toggle the like scope. It's useful for certain weapons. You can figure out what you want. And then for PlayStation, you press square, and then you can go here. You can change if you want the flashlight on, off, or semi or burst, and then for certain weapons like 200 meters, or for the scope, for the anti-material rifle I go for the 200, and it's the anti-material rifle kills most of the enemies. Later, eventually they won't be killing the stuff as easily.
Mag's empty!
To do stims, you just do the
Helldivers!
like you learn that in the tutorial. I would recommend using your crouches and dives when fighting, especially once you're surrounded, because the dives are useful. Like if you're about to get attacked, you can. Surprised I pulled that off first try.
Mag's empty!
I'm not going to be worrying about the right there right now. And use a resupply often, since it's a trivial and I've gotten a lot better. I don't really need to use it as much as people would early game. But that's when some random people won't be doing my missions. And then you just have to call this in.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
No enemies. Sometimes it glitches and no enemies come. The enemies will start to come and attack you. And you have to just defend this area.
Here comes the cavalry.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
The music in this game is sick. I messed up by trying to make it more angelic. Yeah.
ETA T-minus.
Early game, not as many are gonna come. Like once you get to suicide mission stuff, you're gonna be bombarded with stuff like Battle Titans and stuff. I will eventually cover Battle Titans in a mission. I'll probably die a bunch and fail. Won't be worrying about failing in the tutorials. Except for like the easy ones, because that would be embarrassing for professional, not really professional, just a good player
ETA
to do
T-minus 30 seconds.
failing easy missions when you're like it.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. Mag's empty! ETA
Up
T-minus 10
close,
seconds.
these little guys look a lot like the Chargers. Do they turn into the Chargers? if you do it correctly, you can land these on the enemies and make them get crushed by it. And just hop in here.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Victory was never in doubt.
When people are just farming for the super credits and war bond medals, they will leave once they get all the stuff they need. Because, like, leave the mission, because doing this takes a while.
Super Earth's finest back in action.
I would recommend going in squads, because then that's so much more easier. Because then, as you can probably guess, you have more help, and that's like, you need players to be easier to beat it.
Lots of enemies killed.
It would be
lots of
easier to beat it
samples
with other
collected.
people.
That's a good mission in my book.
And I don't know if I have any enough to get. Yeah, the one I'm going for is, where is it? Is this one. I need 80 of the simple ones and then one more of the super, whatever it was. Yeah, so that is going to be it for today. On the next video, I will be covering like more of the advanced stuff with like chargers and bio titans. So have a good day. This is Wither Slayer 11 out.